Life after 70 is not the slow retreat many people imagine. It can be a season of renewal, a quiet but powerful invitation to flourish, to rediscover the small things that make each day worth living. You have gathered decades of wisdom, weathered storms, and learned what truly matters. Now the years ahead can become a time of energy and joy rather than decline. And the path forward does not require grand overhauls or impossible routines. It begins with something deceptively simple, the steady rhythm of adding one small, life-giving habit every single day. Think of each habit as a seed. One seed is tiny, almost invisible in the soil, but with patience it sends down roots and begins to grow. Over weeks and months, those small choices accumulate until they transform the landscape of your health and happiness. You do not need to chase perfection or count the days. All that is required is to show up for yourself, to plant one seed after another, trusting that each will take hold. Imagine this. 30 days from now, you rise from bed with a little more ease. Your joints move smoothly, your breathing feels open and deep. You step outside and notice colors seem sharper, the air crisper. Energy hums quietly through you, not the frantic energy of youth, but a calm vitality. This vision is not a fantasy. It is the natural result of one habit a day. The very first habit is as gentle as dawn itself. Before you reach for the phone or turn on the news, you greet your body. 5 unhurried minutes of movement. Stretch your arms toward the ceiling, roll the shoulders, circle the ankles, sway the spine. Let each stretch be a conversation with your muscles, a warm hello to the vessel that carries you. A woman named Rosa, 74 and full of light, calls this collecting daylight. Every morning she stands by her window as the sun rises and stretches with slow grace. The stiffness that once plagued her is gone. Her balance has improved so much that she has not suffered a fall in years. What she began as a small experiment has become a quiet celebration of being alive. The second habit follows naturally. Keep a glass of water by your bed and drink it before coffee or tea. Overnight your body loses fluid, and a simple glass of water restores what was lost. It wakes the digestive system, lubricates joints, and sends a spark of life through tired cells. Rosa adds a thin slice of lemon and swears it switches on her metabolism like a light. Such a modest act. Yet it sets the tone for the day. You nourish yourself before you reach for stimulation. Once you have stretched and hydrated, the world outside calls. Habit 3 invites you to walk. 20 minutes if you can, 10 if that is what your body allows. Indoors or outdoors, rain or shine. Each step is a quiet vote for your future self. Walking lowers blood pressure, strengthens bones, clears the mind, and lifts the heart. If mobility is limited, a hallway circuit or seated marching brings the same reward. The goal is not speed or distance, but presence, the gentle rhythm of movement that whispers, "I am still here, and I am still strong." Strength itself becomes the fourth habit. 2 minutes, just 2, of simple bodyweight exercise, chair squats, wall push-ups, gentle resistance bands. Age naturally erodes muscle, but a short daily effort slows that erosion dramatically. Strong muscles mean better balance, steadier blood sugar, and the confidence to move through the world without fear. Independence is built not only on will, but on muscle fibers that still remember how to work. By now, hunger has arrived, and with it, the fifth habit, a balanced breakfast built from fiber, protein, and healthy fat. Perhaps oats crowned with berries and a dollop of Greek yogurt. Perhaps whole grain toast spread with avocado and topped with a soft boiled egg. Perhaps a handful of almonds alongside a crisp apple. A thoughtful breakfast steadies blood sugar and provides the energy needed for that daily walk or a morning of creative work. It is nourishment for body and mind alike. The sixth habit unfolds at the opposite end of the day. Choose a consistent window for sleep. Go to bed and wake at roughly the same time, even on weekends. Your body loves rhythm the way the ocean loves tides. Quality sleep strengthens memory, bolsters immunity, and steadies mood. Create a gentle ritual. Dim the lights an hour before bedtime. Set the phone aside. Breathe deeply while soft music plays. This habit alone can change everything, for healing begins in rest. Finally, round out the week with the seventh habit, a quiet act of preparation. Pick one day, Sunday afternoon perhaps, to plan and prepare a few nourishing meals. Chop vegetables, simmer a pot of soup, portion fruit into small containers. When Rosa began doing this, she invited her granddaughter to help, turning the task into a shared tradition. Now their kitchen smells of herbs and laughter, and healthy eating happens almost automatically. Meal prep is not about perfection. It is about kindness to your future self, ensuring that the coming days are filled with good choices. 7 days, 7 seeds planted. You may not feel a dramatic shift yet, but momentum is building. Each small action is a brick in the foundation of a long, vibrant life. These are not chores. They are promises, gentle affirmations that your body and spirit still deserve care, that the years ahead are wide with possibility. The first week passes almost unnoticed, yet something subtle begins to shift. Your mornings carry a quiet steadiness, your evenings a softer glow. Now it is time to build upon that foundation, to weave more gentle habits into the fabric of daily life. Each new action is not a burden but an invitation, an opening for energy, clarity, and joy. On the 8th day, you introduce a practice so small it feels almost playful. Mindful breathing before each meal. 3 slow, deliberate breaths, nothing more. You sit, you inhale deeply through the nose, you hold for a moment, you exhale through the mouth. This simple pause calms the nervous system and prepares the digestive tract for food. It is also a reminder that eating is sacred, that nourishment deserves attention rather than haste. Rosa says, these 3 breaths taste sweeter than any dessert. The 9th habit asks you to look at sugar with new eyes. Not the natural sweetness of fruit, but the added sugars hiding in packaged snacks and sweetened drinks. Instead of reaching for cookies in the afternoon, slice an apple or keep a bowl of berries nearby. You are not forbidding pleasure, you are reclaiming choice. Over time, your palate wakes up to subtler flavors, and your blood sugar thanks you. Day 10 invites a small but powerful act. Schedule regular health checks. Maybe it is a quick blood pressure reading at the pharmacy, a monthly weigh-in, or a conversation with your doctor about medications. The goal is awareness. Problems caught early are problems softened, and self-knowledge is a form of strength. On the 11th day, you turn inward with gratitude. Each morning or evening, write 1 sentence about something you appreciate. The laughter of a grandchild, the scent of rain, the comfort of a favorite chair. Gratitude reshapes the mind, building resilience against anxiety and depression. Scientists find that even brief daily acknowledgments of blessing can lift mood as effectively as more complicated therapies. What begins as a list becomes a lens, revealing quiet joys everywhere. Next comes learning. Habit 12 is to spend 10 minutes each day exploring something new. Read a poem, practice a foreign phrase, watch a documentary segment. The aging brain thrives on novelty, forming new connections that keep memory sharp. Curiosity is youth's twin, and it never expires. On the 13th day, you tackle the clutter hidden in your devices. Delete old emails, organize photographs, remove unused apps. A tidy digital space lightens the mind. It is astonishing how much relief arrives when the phone no longer groans under the weight of forgotten messages. Habit 14 brings creativity back to the forefront. Pick up a paintbrush, strum a guitar, knit a scarf, write a short story, any small act that lets imagination breathe. Creative work lowers stress hormones and nourishes the soul. It is not about talent, but expression. The joy of making something that did not exist before you touched it. The 15th habit is connection. 1 intentional social touchpoint each day. Call a friend, greet a neighbor, chat with the cashier at the market. These brief moments of contact strengthen emotional health and remind you that independence is not isolation. A single warm conversation can echo for hours. By the 16th day, you seek nature, even if it is only a few minutes beside an open window or a short stroll through a nearby park. Studies show that exposure to green spaces lowers blood pressure and calms the heart. If you cannot go outside, bring the outside in. A houseplant on the windowsill, a photograph of a forest, the sound of birdsong played through a speaker. Day 17 is pure delight, a daily laughter break. Watch a comedy clip, recall a funny memory, share a joke with a friend. Laughter releases endorphins, relaxes muscles, and brightens perspective. Rosa keeps a jar of silly notes and draws one each afternoon just to make herself chuckle. The 18th habit asks for quiet. Set aside 5 minutes for meditation or prayer. Sit comfortably, close your eyes, follow your breath, or simply whisper a word of thanks. Silence, even brief, allows the mind to settle and the heart to steady. Next comes kindness turned outward. On day 19, perform a small act of generosity. Hold a door, write a thank you note, donate a book. Acts of kindness create a gentle feedback loop. As you lift someone else, you feel lifted too. And finally, Habit 20 invites positive self-talk. Notice when a harsh inner voice arises and gently replace it with something hopeful. I am capable. I am learning. I am still growing. Over time, these words become the quiet soundtrack of resilience. As the second week folds into the third, you may sense a deepening transformation. Your days are no longer a string of tasks, but a collection of nourishing rituals. Body, mind, and spirit are learning to move as one, like a river finding its course. What began as an experiment is becoming a way of life, proof that even after 70, each dawn can open into possibility. By the time you enter the third week of this journey, the rhythm of daily care feels almost natural. Your mornings unfold with intention. Your evenings settle into quiet grace. Now we turn to habits that build lasting resilience. Movements and moments that keep strength, balance, and purpose alive well beyond 70. On the 21st day, you pick up a pair of light weights or a resistance band. Twice a week from now on, you spend just 15 minutes strengthening your muscles. Maybe you rise from a chair while holding the weights. Maybe you press them overhead as music plays softly in the background. Age tries to steal muscle, but you can answer with gentle defiance. Strong muscles protect joints, stabilize blood sugar, and grant the freedom to carry groceries or climb stairs without fear. Each repetition is a quiet promise to your future self. I will stay capable. Balance is the natural companion to strength, and so Habit 22 invites a playful challenge. As you brush your teeth or wait for the kettle to boil, stand on one foot for a few seconds, then switch to the other. This tiny practice wakes the small stabilizing muscles in your feet and legs, sharpening coordination and reducing the risk of falls. At first you may wobble, but within days you feel the body remember an old elegance. The 23rd habit moves inward. Each morning you ask, "What excites me today?" It might be as simple as trying a new recipe or calling a faraway friend. This daily purpose check-in reminds you that meaning is not a grand event waiting in the distance. It is a spark you can kindle every sunrise. People who maintain a sense of purpose live longer and recover faster from illness. Your question is a compass, guiding you towards small acts that light the heart. On the 24th day, you step beyond your door and into community. Perhaps you join a local walking group, volunteer at a food bank, or attend a book club. Human connection is a vital nutrient, as necessary as calcium or vitamin D. Even if you live alone, you are woven into a larger fabric, and every friendly exchange strengthens that weave. Dental care might seem a modest concern compared with muscles or mood, but Habit 25 is surprisingly powerful. Floss every day. Gum health affects the heart, blood sugar, even memory. With each careful glide of the floss, you protect far more than your smile. Rosa likes to say she is flossing for her brain, and the science agrees. The 26th habit asks you to create a screen time curfew. Half an hour before bed, set aside phones, tablets, and television. Let the mind drift away from the blue light of devices and into the softer glow of evening. Read a paper book. Listen to gentle music. Share a few quiet words with yourself. The gift is deeper sleep and a nervous system that remembers how to rest. And then on the 27th day, you turn to music. Choose songs that stir memory or lift the spirit. Let them fill the kitchen while you cook, or the living room while you stretch. Music is medicine. It lowers stress hormones, sharpens focus, and awakens emotions you thought had gone silent. A favorite melody can make a gray morning feel like spring. By now, your calendar shows nearly a month of steady, loving attention to body and soul. Each habit has been small, yet together they have become a symphony. A daily rhythm of movement, reflection, connection, and care. You are not merely adding years to life. You are adding life to years. The final steps of this journey will carry that symphony to its full, vibrant crescendo. The 28th day arrives quietly, like a deep breath after a long walk. Today's habit is to keep a gratitude journal. Each evening you write down 3 small blessings. The way sunlight slants across the kitchen table, the warmth of a neighbor's hello, the comfort of a favorite chair. Gratitude softens stress, steadies blood pressure, and teaches the heart to notice abundance instead of loss. At first you may pause, unsure what to write, but soon the list flows easily. Even difficult days reveal hidden kindness. With 29 days behind you, you are stronger, steadier, and more attuned to the subtleties of life. Habit 29 invites you to give something away. A skill, a story, a kindness. Teach a grandchild how to bake bread. Share a lifetime of gardening wisdom with a new neighbor. Offer a listening ear to someone who feels invisible. Generosity lengthens life by deepening connection. It reminds you that you are not merely aging, you are shaping the world around you. Finally, on day 30, you create a personal celebration. Not a grand party unless that calls to you, but a quiet ritual that honors your effort. Perhaps you brew a special tea and light a candle. Perhaps you take a long walk to a beloved view and speak aloud the habits you will keep. This moment seals your month-long journey and declares, I am still growing. It is a celebration of presence, the recognition that life beyond 70 is not a slow fading, but a field still rich with possibility. As the days stretch beyond this first month, the habits blend into the fabric of daily living. A glass of water at dawn, a few mindful breaths, the gentle strength of a resistance band. None feel like chores now. They are as natural as tying your shoes or opening a window to fresh air. You may not follow every single habit every single day, and that is perfectly fine. What matters is the rhythm you have built. A steady conversation between body and spirit, a promise to show up for yourself. Imagine the ripple effects. You visit your doctor and hear that blood pressure has eased, joints move more freely, sleep arrives more readily. More important than numbers, you feel a quiet confidence when you rise from a chair or step out for a walk. Friends notice a new light in your eyes. You notice it too. Perhaps the greatest reward is subtle, a shift in how you see aging itself. Instead of a season of loss, it becomes a landscape of choice. Each day offers a chance to nourish strength, to invite laughter, to care for the mind, to savor a favorite song. The body still changes, yes, but you meet those changes with curiosity instead of fear. And if a day goes badly, if you forget a habit or feel tired, you remember what this journey has taught. Growth is never about perfection. It is about beginning again, each sunrise, with one small action that says, my life matters today. So you keep a glass of water by the bed. You open the curtains to welcome morning light. You breathe, you move, you reach out. 30 simple habits, practiced one at a time, have become something larger. A declaration that life after 70 is not merely surviving, but thriving. Let this story close with an invitation. Choose one habit right now. Start today. Let it guide you toward tomorrow. In these small daily steps, health and joy are waiting, steady companions on the beautiful path ahead.